Geeks for Geeks has a challenge for you, the 390 challenge. Choose what you want to learn in 2024 and aim to complete at least 90% of the course in the next 90 days. And if you do that, you get back 90% of what you paid for the course. We believe you can do that. Now all you got to do is commit to your success. Commit with Geeks for Geeks.
Hello, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. This is day 8 of Django series. In this session, we're going to talking about how you can retrieve the data from the database inside the Django's, and whatever the data you have inside the database, you can retrieve inside the no, template file. And also we will be see how we will be creating a form, and the user write the data into the form and save into the database. So all those things, these things we will be see in this session. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen, and yeah, so yeah, okay, so I think the screen is visible, right? Okay, cool, yeah, fine. And I just changed the position. Okay, cool. Okay, so now let's try to understand this today's concept. So what I can do, I just go to this over here. So today is the day 8, right? So I just make a folders. Over here. So I just quickly make a folder mkdir and days 8, right? And over here inside 8, I just go inside the directory called day 8. And over here, what I can do, I can just make a virtual environment quickly. Just make a virtual environment for that. Okay, so I just say it's clear, and I just say that Python 3 manage dot Python 3. Basically, I just wanted to create a virtual environment. What I need to say that m and v and vir. So I just give you my virtual name is vir. So it's take up 1 sec to create a virtual environment. As you can see, the virtual environment is created, and now I just install. I just need to activate this virtual environment. What I need to do, I just say that Python 3. So all these things will be discussed like in the previous session. So just if you what only this video, you if you reach to this 8 video, just see the previous one, and then you will understand what I'm trying to do over here, right? So what I can do, I can say that vir, and then we bin and activate, right? So all those things we did it. Okay, so now I just need to install the Django inside this virtual monitor. What I need to do, I just need to say pepper and install Django, right? So I did it, and it take a second to download Django's frameworks inside the basically virtual environment, right? So as you can see, the Django is installed, and now what I can do, I can just create my project, Django project over here. So what I can do, I can say is I just clear this terminal and say this Django dash admin, and I just say that it's start project and so see, this is the day 8. So I just wanted to give my project name is day 8, right? So as you can see, a project a Django project is created over here. I just go inside this day 8, right? And once I do over here, so we get that main.py, and another folder is day 8, right? And over here I just create a app also. So what I can do, I can say that inside this project I just wanted to creating a app. So what I can do, I can say that Django dash admin and is start app, and here I just give my app name is called apps, right? It is preferred to give the apps, right? Once I do over here, as you can see, we get this app over here. And what I can do, I just open up the VS Code in this location, right? So I just open up my VS Code. As you can see, this is my VS Code, and yeah, okay. And what I can do, I can quickly, basically, this is my model, this is my test file, this is app, and I just quickly I just registered this app file in my setting.py, right? So like we did a lot of time, right? And I think we have we get it what going on over here, right? If you follow the whole series, right? So I just registered this app inside my setting.py, and what I can do over here, I can just basically run the servers and check the thing is working or not. So I just say the Python 3 to make sure in the correct locations, like where you if you wanted to run the server, make sure they are manage.py is present over here. So Python 3 Python 3 manage.py run server like this. And once I did it, and yeah, good to go. Like the server is on and there's no issue today, right? So what I can do here next is basically the today's sessions, like we just wanted to creating, suppose I just take it to example, there's a student, I just save the name, first name and last name into my database. So what I can do for it, I just need to go inside this model. So it is very important, make sure you create a very carefully, right? So okay, so what I can do, I can just create a model over here. So I just say that class, I just make a class of a student, right? I just make a student class, right? Student class, and over here I just inherit this model, which is this model is imported like give to the like Django's, and I just wanted to inherit in my basically a class. So what I can do, I can say that model dot model, right? Model, right, like this. And over here what I can do, I just simply just take a first name and last name of the student, right? So I just say that first name, and first name is model, I say the model models dot car field, and over here I just say that max, I just like maximize this length, len gth, like, right? So make sure everything is spelling should be correct, otherwise like if you create a wrong like models and then commit this thing, then you might get this thing, so they create some issue, right? Okay, so what I can do, so again we have to do like this, last underscore name, right? Name, and again we just need to do models dot car field. Again I just simply just mop it, right? Mop it is like I just give a maximum 100 character can no user can enter it, right? Got it what I'm trying to say? Okay, so I save this thing, and what I need to do, I just need to make a migration, right? So for that, what I can do, I just close the server, and I just quickly just close the server, and over here, I just says like to make a migration. So what I can do, I can say that Python 3 manage.py. Make sure you are in the correct location where we have a manage.py, right? And make my gray migration, make migration, right? So once you do that, the migration is done. So what is the basically migration? It basically is convert your whatever you write in the Python into SQL form. So yeah, so and after that we just need to my here I say that make migration, and another we need to write a command called migrate. So Python 3 manage.py migrate, like this. And once we do this, all the SQL command is executed, right? So whatever is created, right? And after that what I can do, I can see, so I just wanted to see this database inside the admin panel. So for that we have to create a super user, right? So for creating super user, like we discussed these things, like how to create super user in the like previous class, right? So what I can do, I can say that python 3 manage.py create super user. Yeah. So once you write it, create super user, you asking for your username. So I just give my name also, right? That's it. And it's asking for email ID. I just keep it. I just not add any email ID over here, or you can add it, right? So the password I just give 123, and here the password I just give 123, like this, right? And here says asking for to be validated. You say yes, right? Okay, good. So the super user is created, right? Successfully. Okay, so now over here I just open up my first of all I just need to open the run the server, right? If not run the server, the website is not visible to us. So what I need to do, I just quickly I just say python 3 manage.py run server, like this. I just run this thing, so server is running on, and I just go to slash admin, not add card, admin. I just say that like this, so I can log in with my like username and password, what we created over here. But over here you see like this, like we are not able to see this table, but table is created. We wanted to see this table inside the admin panel. So just tell me, like we discussed this thing, how we can see inside the this our table inside the admin panel, right? We have to do some like little changes inside the admin admin.py over here. what I can do over here, I just need to say, first of all, we have to import that model, whatever we create over here. So this is my model which we create over here. So what I need to do is just create like this from. So from, I just say that from in the present directory, in the app directory, go and find the models, right? So I'm saying that, okay, go and find this model.py, right? Once the like once this like import, like once they find it, and then I just import our class, whatever we create. Our class name is student, so this import it and says student, import this class, right? Okay, cool. And now I just need to write a one line. It's called admin dot site dot registered, and give your class name, right? So I just say my class name is student. I just paste over here and I just save it, right? And now just try to refresh it, and as you can see, we are able to see our table, right? And once I click over here, we have a two field, first name and last name. So from here, admin panel, we can create, delete, and update this data, right? So I just write it, and Faizan, and my last name is Alam, right? So I just make it, and as you can see, we have a okay. But here there's a problem, like we are not able to identify what is the data is about, right? So like what is the data inside it, right? It says one object. Let me, I just create a one more field, add data inside this thing. So I just say Raj, or maybe I say Raj Das, something like this. And right, so as you can see, we have a, like it says that two object, one object. So I just wanted to see the first name to identify the row of it, right? So for that, what I need to do over here, what I need to do is like you just need to over here, come over here and say like this. Just make a function called self, and so this is a Python stuff. We know about this. What is the str underscore under str, right? So yeah, so over here, and we just need to say that self, and this just keeps on this thing, and just return this. Okay, and what I need to do, I just say that this string and just pass self dot. So suppose I just wanted to see that row by their like data's name, right? First name. So I just say that like this, first name, like this, and just save it. And then I just try to refresh over here. As you can see, the name is come with the first name. Also, suppose I just want to first name and I just want to a second name, right? Like this. So it's better, like you can also do it like same first name and the second name, but I just wanted to see the row with the first name of the user, right? Okay, cool. So as you can see, we are able to the, and suppose I add one more thing, maybe Rishabh Pal, right? uh, Rishabh, and say that Pal, right? So I say that Pal, and as you can see, we get a Rishabh, right? So that we can easily identify, okay, the which is about the which rows, right? So the Rishabh rows and Raj row and Faizan row, like this, right? Okay, cool. Now what I can do, so I just register this thing, and now it's time to suppose, so like we just add the data inside the database, right? And now I just want to retrieve the data, like retrieve this data, whatever we store inside the data, like in the database in the HTML page. So what I can do, like HTML page, or we can say that uh, template file. Okay, so what I can do, I can just create a file called template. So templates, right? So make sure the spelling should be template should be correct, right? Otherwise it's not working. So inside the templates, I just make one more folder called apps, right? Inside the apps, I says that home, like this, right? Home.html, right? Okay, meanwhile, what we can do, we can just quickly set up this url with this app. So what I can do, I can say, first of all, I just make one more file inside this application called URL. So by default, the urls.py is not present over here. We have to create it, right? So urls.py, right? So I say that url.py, make sure the spelling should be correct, URLs, and you also have to mention over here whatever you write it over here. So what we need to do, we just need to import the include. So inside the include, what we need to do, I say that path, not path, and over here anyone hit to this hit to the domain, then I just want to include redirect to this app's URL. So I just say that include and just give some like comma, like double comma, double quote, and over here I just wanted to say apps dot urls, like this, right? And it's automatic whenever the traffic come in the like that domain, local host or whatever domain is redirect to this url dot path. And now I just come to over here and I just copy it from here, and also I just copy it and I just save it, right? And I just paste over here. So first of all I just remove the admin, I don't need admin one, right? So I just remove these things, and also we no need include over here. So I just remove this too, right? So anyone's go to this now over here, I just redirect to the functions called home, right? And I just name this the functions called home like this, right? So also we have to like the home function is where it's created. We find, oh, I'm not able to find the where is home function. So we know that we any function we create in the views. So for that we have to import the views over here. So I say that from that in the present directly views import the, so we have to say import the whole file called views, right? So over here we have said that views dot home, you can find the function dot home. So now as you can see the error is gone, but still the home function is not created yet, right? So over here what I can do, I can say like this, I just remove these things. I said, oh, home, and I say request like this, and over here I just return, not render, return these. Basically I just wanted to return and render the home.html. So what I can do, I can say that request, and over here I just say that home.html, right? So tell me like what we need to do. We have to like we just not directly write the home.html, right? Because this template is inside the app. So we have to say like this, app, your app's name, and then like this, because this template file is inside our apps, and then we have, so that's why we have to write like this, right? And now inside over here I just create quickly, very quickly, h1 tag and say that home, right? So that we can check it the html is rendered or not. I just remove this thing, and as you can see the home is created or rendering, right? This html file is rendering. Okay, now it's time to, basically I just wanted to get the data from the database, like whatever data inside it, like inside, like whatever the data inside my database, I just wanted to retrieve into my this html page, right? So what I can do, so currently as you can see the data, I just copy this thing and I just paste over here. Currently as you can see, admin, so currently, as you can see, we have basically two or three is data over here, right? So three data over here. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, this is three data. So I just wanted to retrieve the data into my the HTML part, right? So cool. So what I can do, I can basically, I want to see this data into my database from my like this thing. So what I can do, I can come over here in the views. Where is views? Over here, views, right? So over here, like we know. So first of all, we just import this database, like import this model into my views, right? So what I can do, I can say that again from just find out in the present directly, go to this model and import only one class called student, right? Whatever you get a student class, I just import it, right? Okay, cool. And over here now I just need to say like I just call this thing later object, and I just say that students dot object dot all. So we see this aggregate we see this right, we see this all in the previous session, right? What it does basically, it's give the all object from your databases, right? Okay, cool. So we get it, and I just pass this object as a context dictionary into my basically. So make sure like you write properly with proper way. I say like this, and again I just say object like this, right? And now inside this say I just say get data data from database. I say that data from database like this, right? So I say that like this, data from database like this, and here I say that like curly bracket percentage from like from for I say that I in object like this, And over here I just need to say percentage end for this, and I just wanted to say like this I dot like this, and I say like this I dot first name, right? So what is the first name over here? So first name, this is the first name. So I just copy this thing, I just pass like only first name. I just want only first name like this, right? Right, and I just save it. And now I just wanted to see into my data, into my page. We get an error. It says something. Okay, we have a space. We just write a very mistake, right? So I have to let I dot. There no space between it, right? So as you can see, we get it Faizan's, Rishabh's, and Raj, right? So what I can do, I can do like this. I say that HR like this. Sorry, BR is a breaking tag, so it's show in like this form, right? Like this, and also I just wanted to see this, and I just wanted to see I dot last name too. I just wanted to see the last name also, right? So I just copy this thing and I just paste over here, right? Paste over here, and I just save it. And now I just say like this, I get an errors. Okay, so I need to do like this. First of all, I just do like this, first variable, and another I just say like this, another variable like this, right? And now I think it should work, right? So as you can see, Faizan Alam, Raj Das, and Rishabh Pal like this, right? So this is a way, right? This is a we can retrieve the data from the database, right? Okay, cool. And also we can make it a strong font. So what I can do, we can use a stable tag called as strong, right? And also we need to close it as slash. Yeah, I just need to say slash, so it's automatically closing that time, right? So now I just say slash is automatically like old stuff, right? So as you can see, we get a data from the database, right? Okay, anything we add inside behind like from the backend, as you can see from this admin panel, as you can see, I just add maybe one more thing, like say Shivani, uh, right? Let's say I just give an example call, right? So I just save it, and as you can see, this is Shivani, and now I just says, and I just try to refresh these things, basically not this thing, refresh the thing, and we get that name, right? So like we can update the data from the backend, right? From the admin panel, right? But okay, we can retrieve the data into our HTML page. Okay, now it's time to, suppose I just wanted to create a form, and the user add the first name and second name, and I just want to display over here inside over here, right? So how we can do this, right? So what I can do, we can do it, right? So we can do it, right? So what I can do, I can just save it first, and so for that I just make a form, right? So first of all, I just make a form over here. So I just save it, I just close this thing, right? Okay, okay. So in the app, we just need to make a one more basically folder called form, one more basically file called form.py. So this form is like provided by Django, right? So basically it's create a form for us. We don't need to write any input tag and something like that. It's automatically create a HTML, basic HTML tag like HTML form for us, right? So what I need to do, I say that form dot py, right? Form dot py, right? Forms dot py, not like this, right? Form dot py, right? There's no issue, right? So now what I can do, I can just go into this thing inside the forms.py, and over here what I need to do, I just say that from, so inside the Django there's a libraries, there's a thing we have to input a form first, right? From Django, and I say that import form, right? Form, so it's import a forms to us inside the Django. So this is the forms is already is present inside the Django, right? Okay, cool. And now what I can do, I can say that import, first of all we have to import the database. So I say that model, right? So I just say that models, so import is student. So I just import my student, right? And over here I just, again we have to create a class, again we have to create a class for, I say I just make a class and inherit this a form, right? So what I can do, I can say that I just give the name of this class called student form. So student forms, and over here I just inherit this thing. So there's form dot models model like this, model forms, right? Forms like this, right? So I say that forms dot model form like this, right? And over here, we what we can do, we can say that okay, class, and we have to then meta, right? And again, I just remove these things. Okay, go over class meta, and I just make a model. Whatever we have a model, we just create a, but we get this table, like we just grab this, you know, class, and I just store inside the model, right? And what I can do, I can just set field to which field I just wanted to, like I wanted to create. I just want the first name and last name, right? So in case you have like there are more input field, right? So you also mention those, right? Right? Okay, so I just say that fields, inside the fields, what I need to do, I just say is that basically I just wanted to, like whatever we have our two fields. So our two fields is first name. So I just copy these things and paste over here. And another name is, other field is basically a last name, right? So it says like this. Our the second thing is another thing is the last name, right? So this is the thing, right? So this is the formula. So that's how we are creating a form over here, right? So now what I can do, over here in the views, what I need to do is go come to over the views. Always views. I just first, so I just first cut this thing. So there's a lot of file over here, so it's making confused. Okay, so okay, inside the views. Inside the views, what I need to do, I first import this form, right? So this form, basically, this is this form, right? Form class. So what I can do, I just first import, I just again we have to say the form dot, I say just go over here in the present directly and find the forms. So is go over here and find this form. And inside the form we have a class. We have a class called, what is that class? Student is automatically completed students forms, right? So I just import this class into my views, right? Okay. Cool. So now over here, I just passed one more over here as a context dictionary. Over here, I say that as a context dictionary, I just pass this over here. So I just say like this. I say that form, right? Form, and over here, I just call this thing basically student form. I just pass this thing, and I just pass simply, I just pass as a context dictionary, right? So I just pass like a context dictionary. So I'll say like this, I'll say like this form, and I just say that form like this. So I just simply pass as a context dictionary, and as you can see, that's how we passed, and now I just refresh it. Okay, so like we have passed, and also inside this, basically inside the HTML page, we have to basically create a, not a creating form. We have to, yeah, we have to create a form first, right? So like we have not need to create an input function. It automatically generated by the basically generated by the Django, but we have to write a form tag inside the form tag, right? So we have to say that. So here I say that input data, something like this. Input the data, right? And over here I just says like form. I just form. I say that form, right? There's a form tag inside the HTML, right? If you remember, we have a form tag, right? So automatically it's form. Make sure the spelling should correct the forms, right? So this is a form tag, and here I just say that, maybe I just say that post method. So post method, right? I just define it is a post method, and over here we have to define a thing called forms, forms, right? Forms dot. This is a way we can. This is a way we can call this thing. So as you can see, this form. Why we write a form? Because the dictionary, the key name is form, right? So we said form. If we write a form, so we have to write our forms over here, right? So it's a dot underscore p, right? So it's automatically creating a form for us. I save it, and still we get an error when I just do it, right? Okay, we not again because we have issue. Okay, as you can see, we get a data over here, data, well, input form, input field over here, right? And also what I can do, I can make a one more submit button also. So we have to, like, we have to submit the data, so we have to submit something. So we have to say that submit, and also we give the type called submit, right? Submit. And here you say that save data, something called, right? Save it, right? And also here we have to give the like Django's provide like a lot of security stuff. We don't need to care about it, this thing. So this, the security Django's provide is the CSRF token. So you heard about this thing, like there's some website, the bug bounty, they find the CRF token, issues. So they provide a CRF token, CRF token, so that we can protect our website. So you can learn about things, what is exactly CRF token through the internet. So it provides us a security thing. So I just need to also give the CRF token, right? And now just to refresh it, now just to refresh it, we have a basically we have to write some field, save it. So nothing going to happen because we not write a logic to basically save the data inside the database, right? So the idea is whatever the user add over here, we able to see the data at the top, on the top of that page, right? Cool. Okay, so what I can do, I can go over here, and here we have to write our logic to save the data. First of all, we have to check, like, so this form send the post method, right? It send the post method. So what I can do, I can over here, first of all, we checking the any request come from a post request or not, right? So over here I say that if the request, not return, request, whatever we get a request over here, request, if the request is method, I just check the method, right? So method, right? So method, if the post method, right, if the post method is equals to what, post, right? If the equals to post, then in that case whatever we have this like forms and this, we say that forms, and also we have passed the argument to it called request dot post, like this, right? We have checked that the request, if we have a requested post, then I just like store inside the form, right? Whatever the all the objects from the database, right? All the field from the database, not from the, whatever the user get add whatever the user add the data inside the field, right? So what I can do, I can first of all, and then we have to be directly not save into our database. First of all, we have to check it, right? So here checking, validating the form, like the form and do form which will be data hai, right? So form is validate or not, right? Valid or not, right? Like this. And then we just save that form, right? Save that form. So we use a form dot save, like this, and then we redirect, and then we have to return. And so right, and suppose the, like whenever you also fill any form, so it say now, once you complete that form, it says like thank you, your data is submitted, right? So similarly we do it over here. I say that there's a method, like there's a method called redirect, right? So what I need to, I just import that redirect method, and over here I just clear the import that method, and here we have to write the URL of it, right? Right now I just give the redirect method is home, right? Home. So what is home URL of the, not the this html.page, because over here, as you can see inside the URLs, what I can do, I can just make quickly, I just make thank you page, right? So thank uh, thank okay, thank dot html, I just make it, right? So for that I just say that h1 thank you for, or we can say that your data is safe, like this. Your data is safe, right, in our database, like this. I just render this page, right? This, right? And for that, we have to also create a one route for it, right? So once this thing happen, then we have to go to redirect to this, and says like this. I will also keep like this, comma also, right? And then what I need to do, like this, we say anyone case, then we have to say that thanks slash page. I go to the thanks page, and then then I just see the views dot maybe homes, right? I just render that form. Yeah, or yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I just say that thanks page, thanks, right? So and also just name this thing. It's called uh thanks, right? Thanks like this, right? Okay, I just say like this, anyone's go-tos and just name is thanks. Right? Each time I say the thanks, we automatically understand to. I just redirect to this URL, right? So first of all, we have to create a one more folders, with one more basically what one more functions called thanks, right? So over here, I just create one more functions called thanks request, right? And I just quickly make it, right? And over here I just redirect that thanks follow. So I'll say that return and redirect render, not redirect, render. I take functions called this, and I just pass this thing. What is that? Is basically app slash thanks.html, right? I just render this thing, right? So automatically it goes, instead of home, it goes to thanks dot thanks. That's it, because I just give the URL name, right? Okay, cool. So now else, suppose we have saved the data, right? And else malo, if there is no like there is no post request, then in that case I just said simply I just update, like render these again the form, right? So I just said forms not this, right? And I already passed this content dictionary in form of the content dictionary form, and now I just save it, and now it's time to so refresh it. I get an error. What that error? Let me check it. It says this thanks slash is not exist. It says thanks is not exist. Just go to this URL and check it that thanks. Okay. Okay, like this. I just make it. So okay, here's to it. So I just say views go to thanks and we say that thanks, right? And now I think it should work. I think, or maybe you say that okay, now form is not exist, right? Okay, let me check it. Let me figure out what that issues. So I think there's issue inside this, right? So it says call these functions and there's no apps. Let's go to apps, and inside the apps we go to this thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I have to say that thank. So because here is a thank.html, not a thanks.html, right? So just save it. I refresh it. It's go the thanks.html, but I don't want it to go to directly thanks, right? So each time I just wanted to render this thing. So as you can see, each time I just render this thing, and here I just say add one more data. Okay, I say that Mayank Raj, right? Mayank, I said there that Raj, Raj like this, and just I just wanted to save it by save clicking button. So it's redirect to over here. He say your data is saved in our database, and now I just go again. I just go to back over here. As you can see, the Mayank Raj is saving to database. So this is the way we can understand how to retrieve the data, how to add the data, not just from the admin panel, like admin panel from the like from the HTML, or we can say the template, right? Got it? What I'm trying to say? Okay, so we can add one more thing. We maybe I just say that any name. So this many name, maybe I just say Mohan, and Raj, something like this. I just save it. So it redirect to the say that your data is in our database, and I just save, refresh it, and as you can see, we have our Mohan Das. Right? You can also make a separate page for this thing, like HTML page for that, where you can read, where you can see the data. Right? Got it? Okay, so I think that's it for today's class and today's live sessions, and I hope you like it, right? So I just close up my live session. Okay, yeah, okay. So thank you for watching this video. Okay.